Hi guys! I fancied filming a makeup look today. I'm off out to an event. I'm off to the AX Paris event in Manchester. Manchester finally having an event. So I thought I would film my makeup look for you because I haven't filmed one in a while and I thought maybe mix it up a little bit. Plus this is also a first impressions video, so there's a lot of products in this video that are brand new, I haven't used before. Some I've used once or twice but I haven't shown you guys. So I thought I'd do a lot of first impressions and show you some new products and what I think of them at the same time as doing this. So if you'd like to know how to get this look, then please keep watching. So let's start off with, I'm going to try out the new, I say new, it's new to me, the In Transit Camera Close-Up by This Works. I haven't even taken this out of the box. I've seen this so many times for quite a while now and always wanted it. It's a mask, moisturiser and a primer in one. Ugh, got the lid. So let's see what this is like. Feels quite thick. It doesn't go on like super fluid, like you're not able to put it all over your face, and you can sort of feel it's quite a thick consistency. It's got quite a dewy touch to it. That kind of feels like it's already drying into my skin. That's quite nice. Quite nice indeed, I quite like that. What else do I have? Oh, by the way, I've got everything in my new little Zoella beauty bag. I'm sure loads of you already bought these, and I'm sure you might have seen my vlog as well when I went to the launch. But I got this beauty bag in the goodie bag, so I've just got all my bits and pieces in here. But I also have a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. You may have heard of this. It is just meant to be incredible. It's a sort of a moisturiser that's incredible for under makeup, so I really want to give this a bit of a go. I'm going to put it. Yeah, you probably don't need two types of moisturisers, but I do have quite dry skin recently and you never know, this might work. So it's almost like I've got two moisturisers and a primer on now. But that is so nice. Really kind of light, but still with a thickness to it, but not as heavy as This Works. It feels like silky now, like really silky. Like that's really nice. Out of the two, Charlotte Tilbury definitely, but I do like both. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I've got some Burberry foundations I've not tried out yet. These are the Fresh Glow foundations. I've got the shade number 11 Porcelain, so that looks quite good. Well, I won't be able to see that, but I'll just put that into my hand. To use, now I have used this a few times but I've never shown you guys this. It's the Dior foundation brush. Let's give this a whirl. Okay, so it's quite lightweight, very light foundation. It's not the highest coverage ever, but nice. I really like the colour. I think the colour actually might be perfect for me. Got quite a nice natural glow to it though. Hence why it's probably called Fresh Glow foundation. You're not meant to look like you've got loads of makeup on. I really like this foundation brush though. I've used a buffing style brush for over a year now, probably about 18 months. And going back to a foundation brush like this was quite a nice change. And this one in particular is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use two concealers. These are both from Clarins. I have used them and I've been really liking them, but I've not shown you guys on camera, so I thought I'd show you on camera what they're like. I'm going to use the Clarins Instant Light Brush On Perfector. This is in the shade 00, so it's probably a very lighter shade, but it's just that typical sort of light enhancer. Just adding this underneath my eyes, a little bit underneath my lip. And then I'm also going to use the Instant Concealer. Really loving the Instant Concealer from Clarins actually. I've been doing, it's like a little tube. I'm putting it onto my Sigma tapered blending brush E40, a little bit like that. And then just dabbing that into the very inner corners. So both there. And then start to blend out those two. So whereas I often use the MAC Prep and Prime, this does a similar job, and this concealer I find is so lovely. It's really creamy, it's the perfect shade. The shade of this is 01. Perfect shade. I usually use MAC Pro Longwear NW20 if you want to get a comparison. So I find this is really beautiful. This brush, I love this brush, but it molts really badly. Does anyone else find that this brush molts? Otherwise, it's great. Now for powder, I'll be honest, I haven't got anything new, so I'm just going to use my one and only Hourglass Ambient Lighting. I think next I'm going to do my eyebrows. So, got two new products to use. These are from HD Brows. I've got the HD Brows Eye and Brow Palette in 002 Foxy, and I also have a Brow Colour Fix, again in 002 Foxy, so I thought I'd give these a go. As you know, I quite like my dark brown eyebrows. You've got a highlighter for your brow bone, you've got a blonde, a brown, a black, and a wax. So I'm going to use a bit of that wax onto my brush. The wax is really nice, actually. Really nice wax. I find a lot of waxes are quite hard, and then when you try and apply them, it doesn't work out all that well. Then I'm going to go in with, might go in with a lighter brown first, actually. Why not? Let's go for the light brown. The wax is so nice and easy to use. It's just a bit of a dream, actually, putting this on. It's made the brush quite wet. With the darker brown now. It's quite chestnut brown now. And again, this powder is great. It really goes on so easily. Yeah, I like it. I'm impressed. I really like it. That wax is wonderful, actually. So I'm going to give this a go. It's just a brow fixer or something. Oh, excess product alert. That's not good. Let's try and get rid of that excess product there. Oh no, making a total mess here. Total mess. Okay, cotton bud. Colour's good. Applying it isn't all that easy though. The brush head is a little bit big. If you've got small eyes and small eyebrows like me, the brush head on this is a little bit too big, so that was a bit of a mess. But, oh well. Right, I'll do my next eye. Okay, so brows done. Yes, they're quite dark. I know this might not be to your taste. You don't have to do it yourself, but I quite like a dark brown. And I guess it'll go with my quite autumnal look that I'm going for now. So, that's all done. Really like this. I think this is actually excellent. The eyebrow palette in Foxy. I really love that. Cool amount of shades in there. This is good for the colour, but I feel the brush is a little bit too big for me. It's going to be very, very easy-handed. But I think this would work brilliantly just on plain brows. If I hadn't coloured in my brows first, and then I'd put this on, I think that the colour payoff would have been really, really good, and I wouldn't have had to then fill them in. But it's up to personal preference how you like to do your eyebrows. I'm going to use a Naked Flushed palette. I've only used this once before so far. I thought I'd show you guys. Really pretty. This is in the shade Streak. So this is a peachy pink highlighter and quite a nice bronze. So I'm just going to use my MAC brush and contour. It's quite orangey toned, I must admit. It's not all that ashy, which is what you really need for me. Contour shade, but I do like it. I think it warms up the face quite nice. Quite a nice little contour. Now I'm not going to use the rest of these in this palette. Instead, I'm going to use the Shiseido Face Colour Enhancing Trio, which you might have seen in my giveaway. Who was into my giveaway? Give me a thumbs up if you've entered. And you would have seen this in the giveaway and my beauty haul. Really pretty. I'm not going to use it as blush, I'm going to use it as a illuminator instead. Let's add it. Here I'm just using the Real Techniques blush brush. I really like to use this. What I'm going to use as my blush, I really love these, it's the Clinique Chubby Stick, and this is in the shade Amped Up Apple. So it's quite a lovely autumnal appley brown pink shade. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush, buff that over the top of there. You can just apply it to the cheeks if you want to, but for people that aren't as brave or just want a little bit more of a defined area, I'm just going to use the buffing brush and pat that onto the cheeks. Can you see how pretty that is? I hope so. Just go in with back with your foundation brush, blend over any edges, and kind of pat over the top, pat it in. If you also did want to go in with your ordinary bronzing brush with any excess product left over, brush over that, it'll just blend. Just reduce everything down. So this is it. So pretty. How many shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 shades in quite neutral colours, browns, going into blacks. So pretty. I'm so excited. Now I don't want to go too dark with this because I'm going for a very autumnal style lip. So I don't really want much on the eyes really, especially as I've got quite bronzed up pretty cheeks right now. Not too much. So I'm going to use the lighter end of this palette, this white, a little bit of white, into the very inner corners. Ooh, light's good this way, I'm going to do it this way. So white into the very inner corners. Then I'm going to go in with nude. This is more of a shimmer to it. Ooh. Oh, these are so beautiful. Payoff is amazing. They go on so beautifully. I'm just going back in here with my Real Techniques shadow brush, which is amazing by the way. Bring it closer. Hopefully that's better. Just added white into the very inner corner and I've just added nude over the lid. I'm just going to use this taupe brown in the crease I think to start with. These eyeshadows are really lovely. So pigmented, blend beautifully. Wanted this palette for so long. I finally have it. Yay! Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of this pewter shade, this dark corner, underneath my eye. Okay, I know I said I was going to go quite neutral and minimal on the eyes, but that didn't happen. Why does this always happen to me? I always seem to go really for the big wing. Oh well. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to go back in with cream here. A little bit of cream. And a fluffy brush. I'm just going to add that tiny bit of white as well. Mingled in there. Just going to go over the top with all of this just to blend everything through. With a bit of that cream just to mute it very slightly. Like I said, I didn't want to go so dark. So that's just muted it very lightly. I'm going to add a little bit more of that nude. Oh, it's so pretty. How pretty is that? See that colour payoff? Wowza. What do you think? I love it. So pretty. A few products left. We've got the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick. This is meant to be one of her cult products. I absolutely adore Charlotte Tilbury. Absolutely adore her. I think she's fantastic. Her products are amazing. Little pen. This is meant to be perfect for the best cat eye out there. Right, let's go. I don't want too much here. Very lightly. This is amazing. Wow. It's got the most precise point on this. It's just like using a very pointy felt tip pen. First impressions of this, amazing, so easy to use, super tiny thin nib. Can you see how tiny that is? So it's so super easy to apply. It's just kind of eyeliner for dummies really. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. I'm hoping the eyeliner has dried, or else this could be a disaster. And I'm going to use my Dior Show waterproof mascara. Now it's a huge brush, so this needs the most precise care ever, or else it's going all over your eyelids, I'll be honest with you. They're really separated and quite a bit of volume on there. They're not really, it's coated them quite nicely. I'll be honest, from the times I have used it, it doesn't hold the curl as well as my Clarins. It doesn't. But it does still hold a curl quite nicely. It's jet black and it does have features of it that are a little bit better than the Clarins, such as I kind of feel it lengthens and really opens your eyes a lot. I don't think Clarins quite beats it on that front. One last thing to do, lips. I'm going to use the Illamasqua Fantasy Lip pencil. I love that, I feel it's quite a good 90s style. And I'm thinking when I use this, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl Matte. Let's see, this might be a bit dark, but let's see what happens. I like it, I really like it. The consistency is so nice. That is just like silky, soft satin to put on. It leaves a beautiful matte velvet almost finish. I really like it, I really like it. That lipstick is absolutely amazing. How pretty is the packaging as well? Charlotte Tilbury, that was in Bond Girl. That's it, I really hope you enjoyed this look. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I'll make sure I do a lot more of these makeup tutorials for you all. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will see you really, really soon. Bye! Mwah!